Today I'm gonna do my makeup while I tell you my life story. My name is Sally, it's spelled S-A-L-I, and I'm originally Palestinian, but I was born in Saudi Arabia, which is why my name is not spelled correctly in English, because basically the hospital didn't know how to spell it in English. I have 4 siblings, we're 4 girls and 1 boy, and I'm the second oldest. When I was 10 years old and halfway through grade 5, my family immigrated to Canada to give us more opportunities and like a better life. And when we moved to Canada, I spoke zero English, like not even the alphabet. And I remember on my first day of school, I came home crying to my mom because I had no idea what was going on. I didn't understand anybody. It was really hard. Then when I was in grade 7, my parents bought their first home, and I wasn't wearing the hijab at the time, but they thought since I'm gonna be hitting puberty soon that I should just wear the hijab at my new school from like the first day, just to make it easier than putting the hijab on like a year later once they knew me without a hijab. I struggled a lot with my hijab like all throughout school, even through high school, because I was the only hijabi at my school. The neighborhood my family moved to was like an all-white neighborhood, so they were not used to seeing like multicultural kids or girls with hijab, so it was really hard for me. First year of high school, I took fashion class as an option because that's what my older sister did, and you always copy your older sister. And I fell in love with fashion, and ever since then I just love designing my own pieces and sewing. And then I fell in love with like just being fashionable, always styling my own outfits and dressing up for school all the time. And in school, I wasn't always the best student. I was naturally good at school, but I just didn't want to ever try or didn't want to ever go to class. But because I loved my fashion class so much, I actually finished all my core classes early in grade 11 and 12, and I would spend half of my day in fashion class. And since I came from an immigrant household, going to fashion school after high school wasn't really an option for me. My parents really wanted me to go to like college and actually get like a degree. But since I didn't do the best in school, I couldn't go to like a university. So I actually applied for this college, and I did a 2-year diploma program and majored in accounting because that's what my older sister did. But I was actually really good at math. That was like my best subject, so I did accounting. The summer after high school, I got engaged to my husband, and we were engaged for 2 years, and we did long distance because he was going to university here in Vancouver, and we just weren't ready to get married and like move in together since we were both going to school and we were super young. I was 18 and he was 21. So in those 2 years that we were engaged and doing long distance, my husband finished his bachelor's degree and I did my diploma program. Then we got married and I moved to Vancouver because my husband was still going to school. He was starting his PhD. 3 months after we got married, we found